Okay guys, it's day 3 of hitting the cornfields. The farmer has planted the corns. I've whittled them down pretty much. I don't know if we're actually going to see anything tonight, but we're going to try it. I think I'm going to use the CMMG 300 Blackout tonight. In fact, I know I'm going to use a 300 Blackout tonight. Let's see here. Here she is in a awesome burnt bronze. But we're going to try a new bullet. I got some, I know the 110 grain Barnes black tips work awesome. But I got some Winchester 150 grain deer season extreme points. These are just a standard cup core bullet, lead core, but it's 150 grain, so it's going a little bit slower, only 1900 feet per second. I don't know how this is going to do. I've never tried these. I'm new to the Blackout. I know the 110 grains do awesome, so we're going to find out. But what we're going to do first is we're going to shoot the blue steel targets and see how much of a change of impact, because the 110 grain Barnes are going 2400 feet per second, and these are only going 19, so I don't know how much drop we're going to have. So let's go get the target set up. My advice to you is I bought the cheap white spray paint. Don't buy the cheap spray paint, it sucks. It does not cover up anything very well. Go ahead and buy just a regular Rust-Oleum. I mean, God, it's only, what, $1? $1.50, $2, something like that at Walmart. So buy the not cheap stuff. This is the, let me get the screen right here. This is the Barnes 110 grain here. And then this is the Winchester. Even though the Winchester is 40 grains heavier, that lead is denser, so the 110 grain copper Blackout or Barnes bullet is heavier. But anyways, that's the difference. The Winchester's gray, and of course the black tips are black, but they both have a polymer tip. This just has a lead core, and this is a solid copper bullet. We're just going to load up a box of 20, because all we're doing here is sighting in. I don't want to shoot it all up at the target, because I'm hoping that we're going to have a lot of pigs to shoot at tonight, so we don't want to waste all that. Grab some shooting sticks. I freaking love these things. They are light, easy to carry, and when you're walking across all these fields, it makes a difference. Again, we're going to be using the CMMG 16-inch 300 Blackout, and we're going to try the Winchester 150 grain ammo. This is just the YHM titanium 30 caliber thread-on can, and I got a Bowers Griptastic cover on it so that it keeps down the mirage off the top, and it makes it where you don't burn your hand after you've shot a bunch of rounds off here. Let's see if we got a battery in the scope, and we do. Hallelujah. Woo! Now normally these steel targets are hot enough that we can see them with the thermal. I don't know, it's been 82 degrees today. They were laying out in the sun. Usually the sun heats up the target enough that it doesn't matter, but I don't know, it's kind of hot out here today, so we will see what happens. You got the target down there. We'll just see where it hits compared to the 110. Now this is only 50 yards, but this is my average shot at a hog. Now these fields are a lot more, but we're just going to take a headshot on this one. Oh, it's freaking sweet. I aimed at the top of the head. It looks like it dropped a few. I'm going to shoot at the smaller target and just aim just at the top crease of the head, right center. All right, let's go down there and look at it. It hits hard. You can definitely see it moving those targets. I'm interested to see what these are going to do, you know, on the targets, because the barns, obviously, I mean, that's, from what I've seen, they've been top dog for the 300 Blackout, especially on hogs. But, I mean, slower bullet, but a heavier bullet, so more mass. I don't. All right, here we go. I was aiming at the top, so we definitely have a little bit of a drop there compared to the 110 grain. So I was aiming right here at the top of the crease, and there's where we hit. So we got a good 1, 2, 3, 4 inch drop. Well, we'll go to rifle profile 2 on the scope and fix that problem. We are going to go to rifle profile 2, which unfortunately means what we just did was pretty much useless, because now we have a totally different zero. I don't know where this was, so we're going to take another shot and see where we hit. We're going to do the same. Well, I'm going to aim center lower neck on this one. There goes our cheap white paint can, I think. I heard something down there. I don't know if the speaker picked it up, but I was wondering what that noise was. I think we hit a paint can. Let's go look. Oh yeah, I smell the paint. Definitely hit the paint can. I hope it was the cheap white paint that I was talking about earlier. Where? Oh wow. Okay. I was aiming center neck. We hit down here, so we're 6 inches low and about 5 inches right. Okay, we got to fix that. What did we hit here? There we go. Oh, that's cold now. Shrapnel came down and hit our cheap ass white paint can. That's all right. We weren't going to use that anymore. All right, let's go correct that. We should have a hopefully 2-shot zero here. I think that's it. This CMMG rifle has a Geisley trigger in it, and it is super sweet. I love it. Those triggers are awesome. Bam! Oh, look at that. Right on top of the other one. We are golden. That's it. We're sighted in. Really, normally only takes 1 shot, 2 shots if you want to confirm. This one took a couple extras just because we're playing around, and I haven't used this ammo before, but it's hitting this target hard. Let's hope it hits the pigs hard. We're gonna go back to the house and camo up. It's gonna be 72% moon tonight, so it's gonna be bright, and the moon's heading down, so we're gonna head into it's about a 30-minute drive. Let's take down these targets and head in town, grab something to eat real quick, and then head to the cornfields. It's gonna be a long night. A lot of walking across these cornfields. What's the saying go? Winter, winter, chicken dinner. Sweet tea, corn nuggets, and chicken strips. Dinner of champions. Okay guys, we're out here at the first farm we're gonna hit. This is a several freshly planted cornfields. We hit it 2 nights in a row. We've already killed several hogs. We're gonna hit it again tonight. They ran the dogs through there this evening, through the thick stuff next to it. So it's been hit pretty hard. I'm beginning to wonder if we're gonna see any, but we only have about a week to a week and a half window here. Once the corn sprouts, he's safe, but right now the farmer's very vulnerable because they'll get in there and they just tear up the corn and go down the rows, and he has to replant. It gets really expensive for him. Once it sprouts, they don't mess with it. So it's very critical that we keep them out. So everybody's hitting these fields really hard right now. We're fixing to go into night vision. You see the dashboard here. What we do is, since we cover large areas, we go down the farm roads. We just cover that dash up with a cutout piece of cardboard. When we kill the lights, there's no glow, because that'll mess us up and make it where you can't see. Lose the hat, switch the helmet. People ask all the time, you know, oh, you're trying to be tactical, you know, G.I. Joe helmet, blah blah blah. Nobody's shooting at me. We wear these helmets because, look, I got the camera in my hand, the other hand's hand-free. I'm hands-free for the rifle. If you go around holding this all night, I don't know about you, but my arm gets tired. These helmets are light. They're not ballistic helmets. They're bump helmets. They're just plastic. Holds the night vision in place. Lets me walk, drive, whatever I need to do. Anyways, it is totally dark out here now. Can't see. So we're going to switch to infrared mode here. As you can see, it's dark out there. We're fixing to pull into the farm here. I got our lights on the truck if I need them. Those are totally invisible. Hogs can't see them, coyotes can't see them, people can't see them. They put off no glow. They're pretty awesome. Got them at Ultimate Night Vision. They're 940 wavelength. But anyway, this is a L3 white phosphorus tube. It's really bright. It's really good. There's no moon tonight. It is dark, but we'll only need that if we get into some good tree cover. But right now we're going to be hunting the open field. So I'm going to turn this off. We're going to go scan the first field with thermal and night vision and see what we can find. We'll check back in here in a little bit. All right, guys. They're about... This is a wheat field. It's just freshly been planted. They're about 300 yards out there. The wind is in our favor. The problem is there's a factory on the other side where the lights are really bright. We're going to be walking into that. Let me turn and let you see. It doesn't look so much on this digital night vision, but for third generation night vision, those lights are blinding. Now those hogs are right in line with that warehouse there, like I said, about 300 yards out. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to walk into the wind, and then when we get there, we don't want to be shooting at that warehouse, so we're going to angle across and then be shooting back in them. So we're going to go ahead and make an attempt to go out there. So here we go. I'm going to try to pick one that's in the middle of the group and the farthest away from me to kind of force them back to me. I don't know how it's going to work. Gotta get used to this lead. It is totally... We got 4. I can't see the screen, so I hope I'm here. Hit 2 more for sure, but I know I hit them too far back. Again, I don't know why I'm whispering. We just fired all those shots. This is the Winchester 150 grain, so it's only going 1900 feet per second, where I'm used to shooting 2600 feet per second. So my lead was off. I started figuring it out. I hit 2 too far back. I hit them in the rear end. They may be down out there. I didn't see them go down, but 4 definitely went down out of the 8 that I counted. So let's go look at them. All right, we've gone to white light here. As you can see, there's a lot of blood. This was the smallest one and the farthest one out of the group, but I looked at a couple of other ones over here. None of them are really big. They're all tiny. That was a headshot, so lots of blood, but you know, lots of blood. So small pig, man. This one's only probably 30 pounds. All right, this was the next farthest one there. Let me make sure I'm in the screen here. This one's a little bit bigger. This one's about 50 pounds. That one's only about 40 pounds, but these are all young hogs. The first one I shot should be the biggest one, and it's about another 40 yards, 50 yards this way. Take the camera off here and let's see what kind of wounds we got. Again, these are the first hogs I've killed with this bullet. Shit. Get the helmet off. And you can see there's a wound back there. That's one of the ones that that shot. My first shots were way too far back. Again, going 1900 feet per second versus the 20 that I'm used to. But lots of blood. I mean, these bullets seem to be doing a number. Like I said, there's going to be the entrance, and it goes through the rear leg, and then this is a just behind the rear shoulder hit. So I mean, even though these hogs are not huge, I mean, like I said, that one's about 50 pounds. This one's about 40. Where did we hit this one? Headshot. So headshot, I mean, it's not gonna make that much difference, but when that other one, the 50 pounder, that's a good, it went through both shoulders and lots of blood, so that's a good thing. But that's 5 that we found so far. So one of them may be out here. We're gonna go look at the other one. The first one I shot should be the biggest hog. Let's see. I don't know how big it was. It didn't look that much bigger, so I got a feeling these were all a group that I wiped out most of the adults from earlier, and just the little ones were left alone out here, and that's probably why they're out here in the middle of the field. They're stupid now, you know. All right, this is the first one. This one ended up being a lot farther off than what I thought. I thought it was only about 40-50 yards from the others. It was almost 100 yards between those, between the next one, and the next one was about 25 from it, and the next one was about 25 from it, and the last one was another 15-30 yards for it. Now it had been hit in the rear, and it went a little bit further and then collapsed. It actually bled out. But we're getting a lot of good blood from these 150 grain Winchester bullets. Most of them dropped right there. The one that went a little ways, I mean, it was a bad shot on my part. These bullets, again, are only doing 1900 feet per second when I'm used to shooting almost 2700 feet per second with the 6.8. So, and not only that, I thought these were larger hogs. I mean, you can't tell through the thermal when you're looking. I mean, you see them out there, but when they're all like, this was the largest one, and he's maybe 50 pounds. So, smaller hog, slower bullet. My lead was really off at first, but managed to make up for it and connected with 6. I found 5 out of the 6. I think the 6th one is down in this little creek here, and I can't find, the grass is too tall out there. If you're wondering what they're in here, this is wheat that has been planted, and we're out here to actually hit the corn, but they're not in the corn. For some reason they're out here in the wheat. Usually they're going to hit that corn until it grows up, and then they'll move on, but they'll graze this wheat just like cattle or deer or anything else. They'll just get out here and graze. They will root some areas up, but they will
hit this wheat from the second it's planted until it's harvest. They love this stuff. Whereas the corn, they only hit it right when it's been planted, and then after it grows up and it's full and it's tall, they'll get out there and dig holes and get in the roots and get stuff. But they actually do hit the wheat all the way through the process. So it was good that we got these out of here.